much opposition.
Hello guys,
People
welcome to
claim
another
it infringed
video,
their personal
and today in
liberties
this
and personal
video,
safety was threatened on account
I
of it.
am going to be
Yes, which local
with
independent
my
Labour
friend
Party
called
newspaper
Cam.
did she contribute articles
Unfortunately, I was recording last time, and I didn't check on the video limit, and it went to 21 minutes.
When Castle entered
So
Parliament
let's
in
try this all
1945, she
over
was
again,
given the
shall
job
we?
of Parliamentary Private Secretary
Hello,
to President of the
Cam.
Board of
I'm
Trade.
just making a scene.
Yes, who stood
Making a
McCastle in a
scene.
televised Oxford
Wait, you're
Union
Cam's
debate
sister,
in
yeah?
1975 against the motion that supported entry into the
I just need
EC.
to finish this
Sure.
Yep. She first met her future husband, Ted Castle, following her speech at the 1943 Labour Party conference when he was the night editor of which newspaper?
This is my never
Which
seen,
country house in
guys.
Oxfordshire is occasionally
Hope
known
you
to
guys
Castle and other Labour
enjoy
politicians
it,
as a
'cause I'm
weekend
just
meeting place
gonna
by
do some
Mona, the Labour
things
peer
in
Lord
building.
Paddington.
Oh, yes.
For which
I
department
just
was
love
Castle appointed both
doing what
First
I'm about to
Secretary
do.
and the Secretary
It's
of
just
State at the
really
height
cool.
of her
Can you
political
move
powers
out
in
the way,
1968?
please?
Employment productivity.
Yes, what was the name of her white paper published in January 69 outlining her proposals for trade union reform? It never became law and marked the start of her fall from power.
In place of strife.
Yes, which major bill
That's
introduced by her in January 1970 was passed unopposed and enacted in late May just before the general election following month?
Okay, can you move?
Yes, who was the chairman of British Rail who was forced to
There we
resign in
go.
1967 while Castle
We've
was
got
Minister
another
of Transport?
photo.
Stanley Raymond.
Yes, Stafford Cripps sent Castle on a fact-finding
I like
mission in
doing this, it's
1937
just
to
really
report for the
fun.
Tribune about the position of women in which country?
USSR.
Is correct. Just the one pass. That country house that they were able to borrow occasionally was Buscott Park.
I told you this will never
11
feed.
points.
This is going to be an island where no one
And
can
our
leave.
next contender, please.
Once you're in, you're in. Perfect weather for it.
And your name is,
Nicola Amber,
your occupation,
Operations Manager,
and your chosen subject.
Archbishop Carlos III.
Do you think it's cool?
2
I think
minutes.
it's cool.
Macarius was elected the first president of the Republic of Cyprus in 1959. What traditional, spiritual and political title had he assumed when he was enthroned as Archbishop of the Orthodox Church in Cyprus in October 1950 and also became the de facto leader of the Greek Cypriot
I think
community?
this is really cool because
Yes, in
I
which
do
monastery
it
did the future
quite
Archbishop become a
lot
novice?
on my
At the age of
vlogs.
13, he was buried near there
Especially
in
if I was gonna
1977.
troll someone.
Yep, Macarius obtained his theology degree
Well,
from
something like
Athens
that, but
University
do you
in
like my never
1942. What
bottle?
subject did he subsequently
Hey,
study
why are you
there?
breaking
As
it?
the German
Why are you
occupation of
breaking
Greece
it?
prevented his return to Cyprus.
Why are you breaking
Yep.
it?
What name was given to the struggle that Macarius
breaking
came to
it.
lead for the union of Cyprus with
Please.
Greece? It
Please
was a
just
desire
stop breaking
expressed
it.
by almost all Greek Cypriots in a plebiscite of January
I
1950.
want it to stay like that.
Yes.
There's
What
a
was the name of the
reason,
governor's
because
country house overlooking Victoria
I just-
Harbour where
I don't
Macarius
know.
stayed during his
It's just
exile in
another
the
theme
Seychelles?
thing. It's another theme
Solstice.
thing which
What was the Greek
I
acronym
don't.
of the National
It's so
Organization
cool
of Cypriot
though.
Fighters, a militant group
Don't you
formed in
think?
1955 that favoured the union of Cyprus and Greece? The British believed Macarius to be deeply involved with it.
Ioka.
Yes. Near which city was
Okay.
an assassination
Oh,
attempt made against
okay.
Macarius on the 7th of October 1973? Mines were detonated as he made his way to the village of Aios Sergios to conduct the service.
Famagusta.
Okay.
Yep. Who was the last British governor of Cyprus before independence? He urged Harold Macmillan to allow Macarius to return to Cyprus.
Sir Hugh Foot.
Yep. To which Greek president, a general installed by the military regime, did Macarius write a letter in July 74 requesting the removal of all Greek officers from Cyprus?
Ionides.
No, Gistis. To which group of islands was Macarius exiled by the British government in March 1956 following his arrest at Nicosia Airport?
Seychelles.
Yep. Diaries purporting to belong to which AOCA leader were published by the
I think
British
this
government
is
during
cool.
Macarius'
Like
exile in the
sand each
Seychelles with
side,
the aim,
but,
at least in part,
one
of
sort
discrediting
one,
Macarius.
Grievous.
I think
Rivas
it's
is
pretty
correct.
cool.
Your time is up. No
Okay,
passes. Nicola, you
let's-
have 9.
I don't do anything.
And our
Yeah, I
next
hope you
contender,
guys are
please.
enjoying.
Your name is
Okay.
Jenny Alexander.
Your occupation?
Oh no!
Electrician.
No! Bye.
Causal
I'm
Technology
leaving
by
it.
George
No,
Gordon
that
Fraser.
means I'm gonna
In
lose all
2
my
minutes,
stuff.
starting now. In Silence in the Ranks, what's the name of the commander of D
so
Company
much
who informs the newly
Oh, they
arrived
actually
Lieutenant Dan
mention
McNeil that Private McCausland is the dirtiest soldier in the world?
Is that
Bennett, Bruce.
Yes, which regiment does George MacDonald Fraser confirm in the final chapter, Extroduction, to be the basis for the one depicted in the McCausland stories?
The Gordon Highlanders.
Yep, in The Servant Problem, McNeil is sent home from North Africa for 1 month on leave in advance of Python. What is Python the code word for?
Pass.
What's the nickname of the rugged giant of extraordinary strength and evil temper whom McCausland is paired with in the company orienteering exercise in the North African desert at night in The Constipation of O'Brien?
Wee Willie.
Yes, although McCausland has been in the army longer than McNeil, they're demobilised on the same day. What demobilisation number do they share?
Pass.
In Fly Men, what are Big Aggie and Baby Baudelaire employed as in
What
the
was
Blue
that
Heaven
in?
Club?
Belly dancing.
Oh, I
Yep.
love the bed
So
trick.
described
I
as a
love
terrible
the bed
blood
trick.
and
Oh my
iron
gosh,
as Captain
yes.
Errol managed to stop in the third round in the final of the regimental boxing tournament.
Captain McCann.
Captain Stock. In the Gordon Women, what is the nickname of Aeneas McLaren, an elderly criminal who is running an illegal whiskey still?
The Dipper.
Yes. Which corporal is the father of the mischievous 9-year-old twins,
Where's the
Davy
End
and Johnny,
Dragon?
who are known to the locals as the bullet-headed little bandits?
Pass.
In Night Run to Palestine, Lieutenant McNeil finds himself in command of a troop train to Jerusalem. To which city does it lead?
Cairo.
Yeah. What is the name of the medical corps colonel's daughter who comes out from North Africa? McCausland asks her to marry him.
Ellen Ramsey.
Yep, in Monsoon Selection Board, during Dan McNeil's interview with an army psychiatrist, he says the only regret he has about being in the army is that it prevented him from signing on to sail on a, what?
Norwegian whaler.
Yeah,
Dare
McCausland
you
has a
in the
fight
dragon?
with Private Chisholm in the
Yeah,
battalion library
man.
when Chisholm objects to him hogging the gramophone,
go,
repeatedly
go,
playing
go.
a song sung by Richard Hubber. Good song.
There's a trick that I want to do, so...
What was the name of the
yeah.
play? I started to finish, in which McNeil says he
Where is
played
he?
the part of a Prussian general in a production for India Radio while he was completing his officer training course in Bangalore.
Here he
That's what I
comes.
can tell you, Peter.
Here he comes. Okay, yes, I can do the trick now. Everyone stay
And your other
away
classes you have
from
drawn together.
this,
Corporal Cooper.
stay away from the egg that it drops, okay?
57 was their demob.
Oh, where's the egg?
They shared. And in the servant problem,
I told you
Python
to
is the
stay
code word
away
for
from the egg.
demobilization. You have
Wait,
scored
where
28
did the egg
points.
go? Okay, go to the end portal. Guys, I'll teleport you there. Look at the end portal. Look at the end portal. It's got obsidian around it.
And your name is
I'm
Michael
going to
T.
the nether.
your occupation.
I'm retired.
Your chosen subject.
It's Joe Meek.
Oh my
Joe
goodness.
2 minutes starting now. Joe
Look
Meek
at
was
the
a British
nether
record
in a
producer
flat
whose life
world.
ended in tragic circumstances.
Kim, look.
His
Look
first
at the
listed
nether in a
credits
flat
were a
world.
1956 top 20 hit
That's
for the
cool.
engineers for the Humphrey Littleton band. What was it called?
Bad Penny Blue.
Yes, what was the name of the record company Meek founded in 1960 in partnership with William Barrington Cooke?
Triumph Records.
Yep, one of Meek's first major successes as a solo producer was the single Be Mine, which singer had a number 4 hit with it in early 1960.
Don Charles.
Lance Fortune, after finishing his national service in the RAF as a radar mechanic and working
I
briefly
hope
for a high-street
is
store,
the dragon
Meek joined
egg
which
still
regional
here?
utilities company?
No.
Southwest Electricity.
Midlands Electricity Board. John Layton's 1961 single Johnny Remember Me, that became the first number 1 with Joe Meek as sole producer, was released on which record label?
Top Rank.
Yep, Meek's greatest hit was the instrumental Telstar, the first single by a British group to top the American chart. What's the name of that group?
The Tornado.
Yep, which mass-produced electronic keyboard introduced in France in 1947 and a forerunner of the modern synthesizer provided the distinctive sound for Telstar.
The Clavioline.
Yes, Meek built his studio and control room in 2 bedrooms of his rented property above a leather goods shop in which London street?
Holloway Road.
Yes, an early
Not
success for
many
Meek as a
things
songwriter
help
came to put
me.
a ring on her
These
finger,
days,
which reached
oh
the
my
US top
I
40
don't
for Les
talk
Paul and
about
Mary Ford. Tommy
when
Steele
I'm
subsequently
recording,
recorded
which is
as the
really
B-side to
weird,
which 1958
because I am
hit
recording
single,
right now.
Singing the Blues.
Come On, Let's Go.
Yeah.
What was the name of the group credited on Meek's concept EP I Hear a New World, released in 1960 and described as an outer space
This is like
musical
speed
fantasy?
building.
The Blue Men.
Yep, although he was always known as Joe, what was Meek's actual first name?
Swiftness,
Robert.
Yep. When Meek auditioned a band called the Raiders, he advised them that their teenage lead singer was not up to standard. Who was that singer?
Rod Stewart.
It was. Meek killed his landlady and then immediately turned the gun on himself in February 1967. What was her name?
Violet Fenton.
Yes, the final leak-produced single to be released in his lifetime was Gotta Be a First Time, by which group it failed to chart?
Crying James.
It was the Riot Squad. Michael, no passes, you have scored 10 points. Well, very close first round there. Let us have a look at the scores. Fourth place with 8 points, Kenny Alexander. Third place, 9 points, Nicola Ann Burton. Second place, 10 points, Michael T. First place, 11 points, Tom Williams. The general knowledge round now, and if there is a tie at the end of it, then the number of passes is taken into account, and the person with the fewer passes is the winner. And if they're tied on passes as well, there has to be a tie break. And the 6 highest scoring runners-up will also be able to claim a place in the semi-final. So, lots to play for. Let's get on with it and ask Kenny to join us again, please. And you start out with 8 points with your knowledge of the McCausland trilogy. Let's see how you do with your general knowledge. 2.5 minutes for this round. What is the colour of the first adhesive penny postage stamp that went on sale on the 1st of May 1840?
Black.
Yep. Which name for the devil comes from the Hebrew for Lord of the Flies? Satan? Beelzebub. In January 2015, Kolinda Grabar-Kitarović was elected as the first female president of which European Union member state and former Yugoslav republic?
Serbia.
Croatia. What type of car is indicated by the letters SC in the acronyms NASCAR in North America?
Play TNT all around the end. Oh, this is going to be...
Yes, he's local. It's on a train. Come on, Batley boy!
Well, how can I put it? Cheap.
You always had a very shrewd business instinct, Big Eye. You should go far. How is the tailoring?
There's no money about.
You see, we're all feeling the squeeze. And what with this new slimming fad, I should think the bottom's gone completely from your lady's trousers.
You still knocking off the district nurse?
Are you still knocking off a big discount for cash?
I can do you a good price for the fuller figure.
Oh, how is Mrs. Bickerdike?
Hard-working, conscientious, upright, still as miserable as ever. What colour did you have in mind?
Well, I usually have a navy.
Usually. 30 years since you had a new suit. You call that usually? 47. Does that feel comfortable?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah, but I can't just wear a tape measure, can I? What have you got that says rugged and hard-wearing and tough, apart from Mrs. Bickerdike?
Oh, that woman. 47.
Oh, and I shall need something with a reinforced back pocket, you know.
47.
Oh.
And it's not that I don't like women.
No.
It's not as if I'm biased. I can get on with other men's wives. Not as often as I'd like, maybe. Oh, 46.
Oh, that makes a change, doesn't it? Well, what about you and that Mrs. Tattersall?
Well, she's not getting any younger.
I guess this is a TNT video then.
She's becoming a bit of a nuisance.
And I'm out
What
of
you need to keep on
here.
telling her is a reconciliation with her husband. A return to the arms of that
Oh my
patient,
gosh.
good man.
Okay.
He's dead, I know. Enough of other people's problems. Have a look at these samples.
Oh, no, it's a sample. I can't wear samples. I want something I can wear tomorrow.
What, you mean?
Watch me
Well,
die.
yes, I don't want the peg left in
Watch
it, do I?
me.
No. Of course I want something ready to wear.
See, I'm dying.
I'll see if I can find something.
Oh. That was pretty
As well as
insane.
anybody.
Okay.
Do you know how long it is?
Yes, it's just the right length. It's exactly reaching the book.
We'll soon find out.
Let's go kill something and see what happens to it. Let's kill this.
All right, then, Mrs. Blewett. It's just the VAT man come for an arm and a leg.
Well, I'll see what I've got in plan.
Oh, you're going to get a rebate? Oh, good. Don't worry, Mrs. Boyd. It's all right. It's just my tailor, love.
Measuring with the new
Okay,
trouser
so
body.
bye guys.
No, you just give me an
Hope
MOT on the old one.
you